Hello, this is a resource that I prepare for you to help you with the large data set. The large data set is something that the exam boards introduced in 2017 with a new specification. This particular resource is about the Edexcel large data set. I have another one for the AQA. In the Edexcel large data set, you have a big spreadsheet where you have data about weather in different towns. So what I've done here is explain what it is and make some notes of things that are important for you to remember, because they will ask you about sometimes they give you a bit of the large data set and they ask you to calculate mean, standard deviations or things like that, and that's okay because you don't need to remember anything in particular about the large data set. They are giving you numbers like any others and you are calculating about those numbers, but sometimes you will need to remember some things. So I have a summary here of the things that in the last few years Edexcel has been asking and are helpful for you to remember, because remember everything is impossible. So you have the cities. You should remember more or less where they are, because it will change, for example, if they are in the North Hemisphere or the South Hemisphere. Then you have here a list of things that are included in the large data set. So for each town and for the dates that the data was recorded, you have things like the daily mean temperature, daily total rainfall, or the daily mean pressure, things like that. The ones that are highlighted are the ones that I think are not more important, but more commonly asked. So you should keep an eye on them. And these are the units and if they are rounded or not, because sometimes in the questions you will need to remember these units and if they are discrete or continuous or something like that. I know it's unfair that you have to remember this, and it's a bit pointless, but it's what it is. Then you have in resources, you have the large data set. So if you click here, you will open the large data set itself, so it's loading, and you have per town, so you have tabs per town, and in each tab you will have all the data for the days. It's just for you to have a look and to play around with it. Then I have a familiarization task, which is not mine, it's from, I got it from test.com, where you have a series of questions that you can use the large data set, so the Edexcel, the Excel sheet to find information, and it will help you to get familiar with it. It's not that you need to remember everything, but if you do it, probably you will remember some things. So this is the sheet and this is the answers. And then you have exam questions about large data set. So if you click here, you have, let me show you these questions. So you have a collection of questions, and after the question, you have straight away the mark scheme for that question. So question and mark scheme for you to practice and for you to get familiar with what they can ask about the large data set. And finally, you have a few things that they have asked that will be helpful to remember. They look like, oof, how I'm going to remember that when humidity increases, the mean visibility decreases, something like that. But sometimes it's just common sense. Think that when humidity increases, maybe it's foggy and then you cannot see that far. So there are things that kind of make sense. So this is for you to have a look and see if it helps, because it's a lot of information that is a way of having that information in one place and see what you can remember from that. Yeah, I hope that helps.